What's up, guys? So where have I been the last 2 weeks? It's been 11 days since I last uploaded a video, and that is because I made a community post actually explaining it, but I know a lot of you guys maybe didn't see that. So I was just sick. I also wasn't happy with the amount of time I was able to put into the game, so I've just been hard grinding the game. So today, the Zacian guide, I've actually put in over 200 games on Zacian this new season. I've just been hard grinding the game, and I played trio queues with my teammates Overlord and Curious, two-time world champions, and I got MVP every single game. So, pretty good win rate in pretty much solo queue. I solo queued at least the majority of my games, 50% plus of my games were solo queue, and I managed to hit top 100 global. So I have a lot of tips and tricks for you on Zacian in today's video. Hope you guys enjoy.
Hola, it's me, Trashkin.
So I thought I'd use my duo queue game with Spragels because he actually just posted our duo queue game where he was playing Comfy. He's not playing Comfy this game, thankfully, but because we don't want to abuse people in solo queue. Zacian Comfy is a bit much, but yeah, huge thank you to Spragels for shouting me out on his channel and posting that video. He didn't even tell me it was coming. He just kind of posted it after playing. And here's my first tip for you guys. So how to clear fast, because this clear at the start is actually extremely important. You need to go a little bit down. So you see how I walk a little down here, and then I slash the very top A-palm. And that's very important because your slash won't hit both unless you angle yourself in that direction. It's just the way slash is direction. And this is going to help you clear so much faster if you do this. So highly recommend you do that at the start. And the next important thing about your clear is you want to try to get at least 8 points. Now, 8 points might screw over your teammate, especially if they don't have EXP share in your lane. So 6 points is doable. So you can play with 6 points, but most of the time I just take 8 points to try to carry the lane for my teammate. And the reason you need 8 points is because you need to be able to charge up your boosted gauge. So Zacian needs points to charge this up. And you can see even with 7 points, you can't do it. You need 8 points for that. So now that I have 8 points, I can do that. And it gives me a whole extra move cooldown. So I have 3 moves to use. And all my moves do a ton of damage. So this is so important. And I'm really stressing this because I'm so tired of my teammates picking up all the points off the ground, taking all the last hits. We need to spread that Zacian needs points, guys. Give your Zacian points, and you'll carry the game. Anyways, sorry about that rant. If you can't tell, that has happened to me a lot. But here we encountered the first Zacian bug you'll run into at the start of the game. So I go really in depth about sure hit moves in my Blissey Ultimate Guide. Really recommend watching that. That's my last video where I talk about how buggy they are. And Zacian is no stranger. Slash is a sure hit move. So you can see at the start I'm trying to empower slash them, do some damage, and I can actually leap back and secure the farm. Now it was in range for my slash to get it, but the slash actually goes on them because sometimes it'll just not target what you want it to target even if you aim it exactly. And I've noticed this especially for just enemies. So if there's a farm and you're trying to target the farm with your slash, but there's an enemy instead, it's going to target the enemy. So just keep that in mind, be wary. So slash is a great secure in lane, but sometimes it's just not going to go through, especially if they're right next to the farm. So yeah, the rest of this lane, I just took the back farm to get some points. Managed to get 15 points here. Our Sylveon is not happy about that. They are still very level 3 barely, but they just insta-die at the start of the lane. So you kind of have to realize when your randoms are useless and just take the farm from them. Obviously, if they're doing something, I don't recommend doing that, but it's a give and take. And here, this was unfortunate. The Zera and me leapt past each other. I was trying to stun him, not the Clef, but I'll just take what I can get, and I kill the Clefable anyways. We're just going to chunk the Zera there. He has his cooldowns back, so I just go back to heal a little, but he wasted on bees, so now this is free bees for me, and he actually takes his Volt Switch back, which is really troll. So we were back in the lane, 1v2. The Sylveon went to go die bottom lane, apparently, but this is how strong Zacian is. You can just easily 1v2. And here, I'm low health, so we, again, want to charge as many points as we can to get, a ton of moves. So just gathering points is important. So this is where, on another Pokemon, maybe you could have gone to contest their side of the farm, because obviously that's going to be really good. But here, I just go to farm my side. And I see them come score, so I go eject, Sacred Sword, and I stopped their scores for a while. It was really good. They're going to get really chunked, and the Leafeon comes and cleans them up. So, really trolled by the enemy team to try to score into Zacian. And now, even though we want to keep our points, you do have to keep in mind it's a give and take. So, scoring does give you a ton of experience. People still don't seem to realize this, but you get like a lot of experience from scoring. Some of the most experience you'll get in the game is from scoring like 30, 40 points. But even these small caps give you a ton of experience for how long they take. So when you get the chance to score, you definitely should score a lot of the time, even on Zacian. It's a little different if objectives are up and you need to secure, but now it's just this Slowbro up here, and I'm just going to work away at him. If this was another Pokemon, I wouldn't recommend killing Slowbro, but hey, you're Zacian, you kill Slowbro really fast. And here, 18 points, a nice opportunity to keep it at 1 point. And the reason we want to do this is because you can get a huge overcap. So, I am level 9, so I can rotate bot if the team needs. I do recommend prioritizing bot in this situation. So I would go bot if I felt like my team really needed it. But I see I have a level 10 Leafeon, and it's fine if they get the bot objective. It's more if they lose the bot zone. So I decided, hey, like they got a ton of kills up there, so I'm just going to farm top. And this is what you can do. You can break top, and now I'm getting all their Audinos. And you saw me use my Unite move, but it's because the next time I'm going to be fighting, I will have my Unite move back up just from farming and scoring. So using that Unite move to farm more efficiently and do more damage is actually worth it. A lot of the time in solo queue, in competitive tournaments and scrims, I don't recommend doing that, because a fight could break out whenever. But especially in solo queue, your randoms don't tend to farm much, so you can decide when to fight whenever. And I wanted to prioritize farming, so that's why I used my Unite. And here, 4 people do push the top pad, but I'm a level 11 Zacian, and you can see here I'm only level 11 because of how efficiently I farmed. I'm level 11 at 6 minutes, and that's like, again, from using my Unite move. And now when the Reggie's pushing in, I now have my Unite move back. I think in the next, I have it back. So this is when you want to use your Unite to push this Regieleki into the top zone. And I've been split pushing really efficiently, farming really efficiently. I'm already almost level 12. I hit a huge combo there on 3 people, just Unite move to finish off the Scyther. And here you saw me back up into the bush. This is important, especially on Pokemon like Zacian, but there's many other Pokemon that need this. When you use up your cooldowns, you should back out of a fight. So you saw me back out of the fight, went back in the bush, and now my charge gauge, my moves are back up in like 5 seconds. I went back in, I used my boosted stuff. Unfortunately, all my teammates died, so it wasn't able to do much, but you can see here, I just waited for Scyther. And this is something important to do on Zacian. You saw me wait in the bush. So, a lot of you might have waited like on the pad like I'm doing now. I'm just doing this for healing, but before I was full health. So I waited in the bush, waited for him to walk up and start scoring it, and that's when I kill him. Because then it's really hard for him to escape. And I do go bottom here because you see I'm trying to prioritize the bottom one, but I see that we maybe don't see everyone yet. So I was staying middle. Now I see a lot of people, so I head down. But the Zero starts scoring top, so I just change scores, and I am getting more points than him, so it's really good. And we even have the option to go to their jungle now. So this is something I highly recommend doing when you have a huge lead. I'm level 13.5 at 4 minutes, so I am really big in this game. So what you want to do when you're really big is you don't want to take farm from your team, right? You see how I'm invading the enemy side and I'm taking all of their farm. This way, while you're doing this, your team can kind of go farm, and the Zero unites me. But this is why it's important. You can see while I'm farming, I just keep my agility up. I kept my agility up so I can just run away if need be. And they decide to fight me when I'm level 14 at 4 minutes, which is not wise. And again, like I said, just go to their side, steal their farm. And they are all respawning, so I'm not going to risk much more than this. But I am going to try to push this Reggie in. This is try number 2. I didn't even die on the first try, but all my teammates did die. And this Clefable did walk up, so I'm walking up. But they used Clefable Unite, so I just back up. They got Fly with it. And I'm going to heal off these bees, get a couple more points off them. And now we're going to go in as soon as my charge is up. And we kill on the pad there, and we push it in. So you can see how one of the most important things on Zacian that I haven't gone over yet is you really want to not die. So you should try to, especially when you're really ahead in levels like I was this game, you really want to only take the fights you can win. Because when you die, you lose all your points. And when you lose all your points, you can't fight until you have more points. So you can see it's about like economy, actually. Like it's about like preserving your points. Like you can go broke on Zacian and do nothing. So you need to staying alive is actually really important to kind of keep your points here. And so I saw them starting the bottom Reggie, and I'm a Zacian. I have a way better secure, so I can just start this up with them. But now that my Leafeon's here, you can see we had the option to finish the Reggie, but that's going to be a 50-50. So you might as well just go kill him, especially like you can kill him so fast. And here's another little trick you can do. I charged my gauge to full here, you can see. So I'm getting like huge boosted autos. These autos do twice as much as your regular autos when you charge it up. And I charged it up to full and picked up all the points down there because I'm not going to be back down there. I might as well use that opportunity to soak up those points if there was going to be a fight. And now I go here and look how rich I am. I'm 50 points. I have just infinite moves. When you have this many points, you just have infinite moves. So it's really important to keep your points up. And here we're just going to go for the secure because a lot are dead. I start charging my Unite, which also costs points, but they stopped hitting. So it's important to note there, I just canceled my Unite. I canceled it, and there's no need to use it because if I used it there, it wouldn't have killed the Rayquaza, right? So there's no need to use it and risk it. Double Sacred Sword is also a really good secure, so I can just use that instead, and that's much more guaranteed because it will actually kill the Rayquaza since my teammates weren't hitting it. So improvising on the fly, really important, and Spragels has a no shield here, so I'm not actually going to score. I'm going to let him score since he had no shield, and I can still score in middle. So you can see I score middle here, no problem. There's another trick you can do on Zacian. Your boosted agility when you charge up with points gives you a shield, and they actually have to break through that shield before they can kill your Rayquaza shield. So very important. See, I'm going to pick up more points, and now I can just boosted agility in, and you see I do the trick here where I soak up all these points, and you see how that shield is on top of my Rayquaza shield. So here I'm just going to wait for my boosted agility back up, charge it up. Now I have a huge shield they have to break through, even though I only had a 1 HP Rayquaza shield. So my last tip and trick for you. Well, first, a warning. There is a pretty broken Zacian bug. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. I don't want you to bug abuse. So just be careful that if you're doing something that you're like, hey, I don't think Zacian should be able to do that, then yeah, I would stop doing that. But my last tip and trick for you is that you can actually save your points when you die if you have your Unite move. So when you're about to die, start charging your Unite move, and when you die, you'll respawn with how many points you had if you were charging your Unite move when you died. It's a nice little trick where if you know you're dead, you don't want to lose all your points, you can just start charging Unite. Don't use it, but just start charging it, and you'll have it back. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much. And you can see here I did 150k. Just like in Spragels' video, I also did 150k, so I was just pounding out these 150ks today. Yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.